They say that when a person is planning to leave you, they don't do it with a loud argument. They don't do it with screaming, shouting, or slamming doors. They do it in absolute silence. They check the locks, they pack their bags, and they wait for the perfect moment when you are fast asleep to walk out of your life forever. For 7 long years, I thought I was living a perfect life. I thought the woman sleeping next to me was my forever. But exactly 4 months ago, I discovered a single text message on her phone that shattered my entire reality. I didn't confront her. I didn't cry in front of her. Instead, I spent the next 120 days planning my absolute disappearance. And tomorrow morning, when she wakes up to an empty house, she will finally realize what she lost. This is my story. Let's start from the beginning. My name is David. I am 31 years old, and for the last 7 years I lived with Sarah. We met in college, struggled through our 20s together, and finally bought a beautiful suburban home 2 years ago. I worked from home as a software engineer, while Sarah worked in corporate marketing. I took care of the house, cooked dinner every single night, and genuinely believed that marriage was just around the corner. But then came the winter of last year. Sarah started staying late at the office. It started with heavy workloads, then client dinners, and finally, weekend team-building retreats. I trusted her completely. I never questioned her. Until one night, she fell asleep on the couch, and her phone kept buzzing relentlessly. It was 2 a.m. The contact name was just an emoji, a black heart. I picked up the phone, my hands shaking. The preview message read, "Is the dummy asleep yet? I miss you." My heart didn't just break. It completely froze. I unlocked the phone using her birthday. What I found was a treasure trove of betrayal. She had been seeing her regional manager for over 8 months, but it wasn't just the physical cheating that killed me. It was how they laughed at me. They called me her live-in maid. They talked about how I paid 70% of the mortgage while she used her money to buy him expensive watches. They joked about how clueless I was. I sat on the kitchen floor in the dark for 3 hours. My initial instinct was to wake her up, throw her clothes out of the window, and scream until my lungs gave out. But then a cold, calculated realization hit me. If I confront her now, she will cry, she will make excuses, her family will involve themselves, and the legal battle for the house will turn into a messy nightmare. She wanted a puppet? Fine. I was going to give her a masterclass in disappearing. The next morning, I woke up before her. I made her favorite coffee, kissed her on the cheek, and sent her off to work with a smile. The moment her car left the driveway, my smile dropped. The game was on. First, the house. The mortgage was legally in my name, but the down payment had come from both of our savings. I couldn't just kick her out without a lawsuit. So, I secretly contacted a real estate agent and put the house on a private off-market pocket listing. It took 3 months, but I found a cash buyer who was willing to close quickly in late May. Sarah had no idea. She thought we were just living our normal lives. Second, the finances. I unlinked our joint bank accounts. Every time she asked why the automated transfer didn't go through, I told her there was a banking glitch, and that I would handle it. Meanwhile, I was quietly moving my personal investments into a private trust. The hardest part was the daily acting. For 4 months, I had to hold her hand, watch movies with her, and listen to her talk about her exhausting days at work, while knowing exactly whose bed she had been in during her lunch break. There were nights I wanted to throw up from the sheer disgust. But the thought of the ultimate reveals kept me going. I was a ghost in my own home, packing my life away in small, invisible pieces. And that brings us to tonight. It is currently 3:45 a.m. Sarah is fast asleep in the master bedroom. She has a big presentation tomorrow with her manager, her lover. I have spent the last 6 hours moving the final boxes into a moving truck parked 2 blocks away. The house is completely empty, except for the bed she is sleeping on and a single suitcase sitting next to me on the floor. I am sitting on the edge of the mattress, fully dressed, just waiting for the clock to hit 5 a.m. I am not crying. The sadness left me 2 months ago. Right now there is only a profound stillness. On her nightstand, I have left a single manila envelope. Inside there are no angry letters. There is only a copy of the finalized house sale documents, a thumb drive containing all her deleted text messages from the black heart contact, and a note that says, "The house is sold. The movers are gone. You have 48 hours to vacate before the new owners arrive with the police. Goodbye, Sarah. The sun is beginning to rise. My Uber is outside. I am walking out the front door, and I am never looking back.